llamo Marilyn and De Leon, the BSHM 2101, and I'm here to teach you on how to tell time in Spanish. There are many ways on how to tell time in Spanish. It's a little complicated, but we will tackle it as clearly as possible. To express time in the sense of telling time, Spanish uses la hora, feminine noun meaning the hour. So when we are asking what hour is it or what time is it, we say in Spanish, ¿qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? In order to tell time, Spanish always uses the third person singular or plural of sir, which is the es and son. S for the third person singular and son for the third person plural. So remember that if the time pertains to 1 o'clock, it is singular since it is 1 o'clock. And we'll be using es la una. But if the time pertains at 2 o'clock to 12 o'clock, we'll be using son las. For example, 2 o'clock, son las 2, son las 3, son las 4, son las 5, and so on and so forth. So let's move on at the part of the day with its time. So when we are talking only at the part of the day, we only uses la mañana, la tarde, and la noche. But when we are talking about the part of the day with its time, we added de at the beginning, and we'll be using de la mañana, de la tarde, and de la noche. De la, which means of the. De la mañana for of the morning, de la tarde for the afternoon, and de la noche for the evening, of the night. For example, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. So in Spanish, it is son las 2 de la mañana. Son las 2 because it is 2 o'clock and de la mañana because it is in the morning. So let's move on. In English, we always use a sharp to indicate time like 9 p.m. sharp or 10 a.m. sharp, but in Spanish, we use exactamente or en punto. For example, it is exactly 5 o'clock. So in Spanish, it is son las 5 exactamente. Another example is, it is 10 o'clock sharp. So in Spanish, it is son las 10 en punto. So to indicate an approximate time or not exactly time, the estimated time, Spanish uses a eso de plus the hour or the hour plus más o menos. For example, it is about 1 o'clock. So in Spanish, it is es a eso de la una. A eso because it is about 1 o'clock. Another example is, it is 1 o'clock more or less. So in Spanish, it is es la una más o menos. Más o menos since it is more or less. So how about to tell time with minutes? So just state the number of hour plus e plus the number of minutes. For example, it is 9:30, 9 o'clock and 30 minutes. So in Spanish, it is son las 9:30. So an alternative way to express time before an hour is to state the number of minutes plus para plus the hour. So for example, 5 to 3. 5 minutes to 3 o'clock. So, in Spanish, it will be 5 para las 3. So, to indicate that something is happening at a certain time, Spanish uses an expression with the preposition a, or in English, at. So, when we are asking at what time, at what hour, Spanish uses a. For example, at 1 hour. So in Spanish, it is a la una. A la una. So always remember that if it is 15 minutes, Spanish uses 15 or cuarto. But when it is 30 minutes or half of the hour, Spanish uses 30 or media. But when it is passes 30 minutes, meaning it is 31 minutes to 59 minutes, Spanish uses menos. I hope you learned something from me today, and always remember that it is important on how to tell time because above all in life, time is good. Adios!